My name is Colin Steady. I grew up in Western Australia, a sheep farmer and a broadacre farmer, continuous crop, no-till farmer. Did a lot of interesting things that people thought I was mad. Around about 15 years ago, somebody said, with what you have just told me, you need to read a book. This is the book, Back from the Brink. I read it and I liked some of the stuff that was in it, and I thought, that's interesting, I must have a look at that. By pure chance, in 2017, nearly 15 years after reading this book, I ended up sitting across the table with Peter Andrews. Peter invited me to come down to his farm at Bungonia in October 2017. Took me over this property and said, what do you think of my farm? And I said, why did you buy a piece of clapped out land like this? You've got to be mad. And Peter said, thank you. That's why I bought it. Since 2017, I've been working with Peter on this property, and virtually everything that you can see on this property, I've had a part in doing. It's been a hell of an experience. The hardest thing that I would have to say about anything that I've learned here with Peter is unlearning the stuff that I've learnt previously in my life. And when people had said, you've got to be doing this, and I was always someone that questioned everything, coming here has been life-changing, mind-altering. And I look at this place now, that I've been here on and off since 2017, the changes are more change than anywhere I've ever seen on any property anywhere. This was barren, dead, no fertility. We've moved a bit of fertility around and put fertility back on the top of the hill, and then some water on top of the hill, created a wetland on top of the hill, and everything is just appearing. The whole thing's changing. You walk out at night and the frogs are surrounding you. When I first came here in 2017, you could hardly hear any frogs down in the washed out, degraded creek that only ran occasionally. And what we've been able to achieve on this place, with Peter guiding me and teaching me as we go along, how that actually we can take a landscape back to what it used to be. And this is the demonstration that we've been setting up here. When Peter tells me something, I go out on my own and play around on a small scale and see what happens with the water and the way the residue flows and the fertility moves and what builds. So I've been doing that since I got here. And everyone talks about climate. The answers are right in front of our face. We just haven't been taught how to notice them. The unfortunate thing over here in New South Wales is the rules and regulations from our government actually stop people that are interested in the land, our environment and nature from actually rebuilding what nature was before man came here, all men, and introduced livestock from another country and then mismanaged it all. We actually can rebuild this land to create more wetlands, more biodiversity and more fertility. Here we're standing on a contour that was put in that catches all the runoff from the top. It moves around into a dam behind us, which is aquaculture down here. And we can move this from agriculture down the bottom back up to the top of the hill to forestry. The whole system begins to work again. As easy it is for me to stand up in front of people and go, you do this, you do this, you do this. It's that simple. But if you ask me to go into the complexities and the relationship that all of these things that are happening, we could be here for a month and I still wouldn't cover them. There's so many things that we don't know, but I like to use the words self-evident truths. You look at that out there and tell me what you see. Then we work out what's happening. We'll never understand it all. We've got to understand that we stand on this earth. It is a living organism, and everything, and I say everything on this planet is connected.